internet and email and social networking and how this all kind of intertwines with the business you. There's the you that your friends and family know and love, and there's the business you, which is maybe a modified version of that person. Doesn't have to be a different person, but to some level, when you get out of college, there's a growth process that takes place. I remember my first jobs and just being completely clueless about being appropriate or making an inappropriate joke or just trying to be friendly when it kind of comes off the wrong way. And this can be especially tricky when interacting with business people on social networking sites like Facebook or Twitter, or just something as simple as an email. I mean, obviously, business is carried on day by day now, really heavily on email. And knowing that client or that person's limitations and what you can and can't get away with. They're the clients of mine that are really casual, that don't want me to be formal at all. That turns them off. Don't be business Rachel. Be yourself. And they're the clients that are all business, analytical people who just, great doing business with you. We're business partners. You're going to help me. I'm going to hear you out and what you have to say, but, I'm not your buddy. So, and a lot of this technique is relying on your intuition as a salesperson and as a person to understand what a person can tolerate and what a person will respond to and what they're not so cool with. On email specifically, there is email etiquette. And as you get to know somebody, like I said, what you can and can't get away with each person is different. But with email, it's very important to understand that you're writing something down and it's getting sent off and it's so easy to click send. You could write something down that you think is hysterical and you click send and then suddenly you're like, was that other person CC'd on there? Because I didn't mean for that person to be copied on it, and then suddenly there's a boo-boo. Or understanding that, you write something kind of maybe controversial in an email, emails can get forwarded. You never know who's going to end up with that email. And that's not to you don't have to be cynical or think the worst of people, but you do have to understand that not everybody is the most trustworthy. That's a lesson I've learned the hard way, being young in this business and feeling a little bit gullible at times, thinking you might be able to trust somebody or somebody might be okay with a topic of conversation when it made them a little uncomfortable. So really it's, just be careful with email. Reread it before you send it. If you're upset or angry about something, sometimes if I'm mad about something, I'll delete the person's email. I'll write what it is I wanted to say and then click X out of it and cancel, just to get the feelings out. And then I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm not sending it. But trying to make sure that when you're emailing somebody, when you're constructing an email, that you're being clear about your message. It's easy to misconstrue certain messages that maybe it was a joke because you wrote JK after that, or haha, or LOL, but maybe that person is of a different generation. Maybe they're a little older and they don't know what LOL is, or maybe they just don't appreciate the abbreviation. They think that's unprofessional. That's not personal on you. There are so many generational gaps in all the people at work. I'm 28. I work with people in their 50s, and I work with people in their 20s, and I work with people in their 30s. Everybody has different tolerance levels and different things that they appreciate and wouldn't appreciate. So you really just need to feel that person out and stay safe in the beginning. When you're developing relationships with new clients, just err on the side of caution. Maybe, get to know them before you send that funny joke, inappropriate, dirty joke along, or, and also have a respect for the fact that if you're using company email, there are only so many things you should be emailing about on company time. And that, of course, depends on the company culture that you work for. But it's something to keep in mind. When you're young, you tend to be kind of more informal and just like let it rip, have fun. You have that youthful, awesome energy. It's just a matter of harnessing that energy for the better, really.